Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Dr. G Cooks. So here we are tonight on day 1120 of COVID shelter in place. I've lost track of time, I'm sure you have too. So we've been making a lot of meals indoors, right? Somebody called me recently and said, hey, how do you make a really good steak? And I realized, even though it's an iconic, typical American dish, most people don't know how to make a steak to save their fucking life. So tonight, I'm gonna show you how to make the perfect steak. So what do we need? Salt and pepper. Get some good salt, good pepper. The star of the show, you need a great piece of meat. This is a ribeye, and it's about an inch and a half thick. I got this at Golden Gate Meats at the San Francisco Ferry Building. It's my preferred place to buy meat. Well marbled, perfect piece of steak to make indoors. You're going to need some good fresh rosemary and some garlic and shallots. As far as the garlic and shallots, you got to buy that at the store. The rosemary, walk down your street, one of your neighbors is going to have it. Wait till they're not looking, take the rosemary. You're going to need some great olive oil. This olive oil comes from Vineyardis, which is one of my favorite wineries, the north end of the Napa Valley. So I'm going to use that tonight. Wonderful olive oil, but what they're really known for is their Cabernets. And so I'm going to drink one of their Cabernets tonight. This is a 2012 Cabernet from Vineyardis, north end of the Napa Valley. Spectacular boutique winery. I recommend it highly if you can get up there. So that's it. I think that, oh, one more thing. So the first part of cooking your steak. Pull this steak out of the refrigerator 40 minutes before you touch it, okay? It's got to come to room temperature. So I usually wait 30 to 40 minutes before I do anything to it. So let's go back behind me to the stove and let's make the world's best steak. So the first thing you want to do is you want to salt and pepper this beauty. So we're going to put a little olive oil on it first. That's really critical. Get that salt and pepper to stick. We'll do this on both sides. Put a little olive oil on there. Rub it in. And then a little pepper. And some salt. You could be rather generous with this. Pat that in. Do the other side. Next thing you want to do, that pan's got to be wicked hot. You can see it's got a little smoking going on there. You're going to take your steak and you're just going to drop it right in. That's what you want to hear. You want to hear that sizzle. You're going to cook it on this side for 2 solid minutes. Don't touch it. Let it sit there for 2 minutes. Okay, at 2 minutes, you're going to flip that thing over. Beautiful. Oops. Beautiful steak. Once you do that, I want you to put in your garlic and your shallots. And I forgot to tell you, you need 2 cubes of butter. So go ahead and put in a couple things of butter, a couple pats. Put your rosemary on top. Turn the heat down and then start to baste this. You want to cook it on this side also for 2 to 2.5 minutes, no longer. That is smelling and looking beautiful. Don't forget to add that butter. I forgot to tell you about it at the beginning. And I want you to put it on a cooling rack or a place to cool. You're going to let it cool here until it gets down to about 130 degrees. Should take about 4 or 5 minutes. 5 minutes. When it's done, I like to slice the meat up and then pour some more of the basting sauce over the meat and then serve it. It's that simple. And there it is, a perfect steak. Perfectly done. Remember, that's about 2 to 2.5 minutes on each side, basting constantly after you do the flip. I've got a nice Cabernet to go with this. Go ahead and plate it with your rosemary and the garlic cloves, which are quite tasty. And that's it. I'm gonna enjoy this. You guys have a great night. Thanks again for watching Cooking with Dr. G.